the situation with the sister who got shot 5 times.
Now let's talk about that. Micaiah Bryant in Ohio.
Micaiah Bryant.
Yeah.
They're claiming, and she the one who called the police. Mm-hmm. They're claiming that the police had a right to shoot her. Even coons, Negroes are running around saying, well, she had a knife. So that justifies her being killed? Because I work in school, Charlemagne. I have seen lunchroom aides with no police training, no bulletproof vests, no night-proof vests, no gun in their pocket. I have seen elderly black women and elderly black men take knives and other weapons out of the hands of students during lunchroom riots. So you mean to tell me that a 60, 70-year-old man can disarm a teenager in a lunchroom, but a trained armed police with a bulletproof vest can't get a knife out of the hand of a 16-year-old, but yet and still you have white males who are conducting mass murders all across this country almost every other week. We're getting a mass murder in America, and almost every one of these fully armed, fully violent, murderous white men were apprehended by the police without being shot and without losing their life. So explain to me how a white man with an AK-47 can be taken without a police officer firing a bullet after he done murdered 6, 7, 8 people, but a 16-year-old girl with a butter knife cannot be apprehended without a bullet being shot. That is nonsense. They killed her because they knew they would get away with it.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I must be a coon because I don't agree with you on this one, and I'm going to tell you why. I do agree with you. I do agree with you. Those people that walk around with them assault rifles and those white boys that they run around that don't get shot, they should get shot immediately. You come out with a gun, should lay your ass down. Not even a question asked.
Yes.
But this situation, my only thing is this. When the police pulled up, now you're talking to somebody whose father's a retired cop, right?
Yes, sir.
When that cop pulled up, he doesn't know friend or foe. He doesn't know who called the police, right?
Okay.
He does not know. It wasn't like a sign that said, hey, I called the police.
Understood.
They got a call, hey, I'm getting jumped. Somebody has a weapon, right?
Okay.
Comes out that car. He puts his hand out. First thing he says is, you see that girl running towards the other girl with the knife up.
Okay.
Right? Police can use deadly weapon to two things, to defend himself and defend another person.
Okay.
He fired his firearm, stopping that girl from getting shot. Now, people could say 4 times, 5 times was a lot. That was a lot of shots. You could take that any which way you want, yes. But his whole thing was to disarm that girl. And at first, I was upset. Why the fuck they shooting that woman? But then I had to sit back and said, let's say that was my daughter sitting on the back of that car and somebody was coming at her aggressively with a knife. She wasn't defending herself. It wasn't like she was defending. She was coming aggressively for that other girl.
Well, she was defending herself, though, Envy. You can't do that. Right, I mean, they jumped her before and they came to her house. That was her property.
But at this point right here, I'm telling you what the cop seen. The cop didn't see the fight.
Okay.
The cop only seen was the girl being aggressive to the other girl. That's all he seen.
Okay.
So at that point, if I'm the father and that's my daughter, I would want to make sure my daughter didn't get stabbed.
Okay.
And that was the only reason I said I understand why that cop did that.
But she shouldn't be dead. 4 times is excessive. There was other ways I think that cop could have intervened without killing that girl.
But that goes into training. Cops are trained to kill.
But let me give you a follow-up, Envy. Let me ask you a question. If you are the police,
correct.
DJ Envy is the police officer. You get out the car. You saw the exact same set of circumstances. Do you shoot her 5 times? Why or why not?
I am not going to shoot her 5 times.
Why?
Honestly?
Yes.
Because this is my community and I know what happens in the community. I understand the fight.
In other words, you value her life.
Right, but I'm going to tell you why. And this is going to be a little different.
He took her life because he did not value it.
Right.
Let me ask you another question, Envy. If she was a white girl with that same knife, does she get shot 5 times?
If I'm a police officer? Well,
not you, with the white, going back to the white officer, if the girl with the knife was a white girl and that was a white neighborhood, does she get shot at all by that same cop?
Gun never even comes out.
I would hope so. If she's aggressive.
No, I didn't ask you what you hope. I didn't ask you what you hope. Does that same white cop
you know it wouldn't,
Envy? With a knife, Envy?
I don't know. I'm not a psychic.
Envy, you know she wouldn't.
Envy, you know she wouldn't have got shot if she was white.
I would hope so. If anybody is aggressively going at somebody with a knife, I would hope that they
Envy.
get shot.
How many they got a video of a white guy stabbing a cop in the neck. The cop goes, I'm stabbed in the neck. He pulls out his gun, chases the guy, stops in the middle of the chase to pull out his taser to tase the white guy.
Absolutely.
Come on.
The point that I'm trying to make,
shot that guy
Envy,
immediately too.
and you said
What?
it yourself, Envy. You said they're trained where they can shoot. They're not required to shoot. In other words, police are expected to exercise discretion like any other professional. He made a decision. And when you look at the video, I didn't hear him say stop. I didn't hear him say drop it. If I'm not mistaken.
He did do that. He did do that.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
Because I didn't see it or
He
hear
did.
it.
He did.
But even
He
if
did.
he did.
She said, I'm gonna stab the fuck out of you. So like I'm saying.
So
in
why
that
you ain't shoot
case-
her in the leg?
In that case, you're right, but they're not trained to do that. Like it seems something. It's a bigger.
If she
than
was
just that
white,
officer.
she would not have been shot at all. So you can't blame it on the training, Envy. This was racism.
I posted a video yesterday.
This was racism.
I posted a
But if
video
you
yesterday
didn't-
of a
but
white
let me ask
man.
the question: if she didn't shoot her,
Uh-huh.
and that girl would have stabbed that girl and killed that girl, what would everybody would have said? The cop didn't do anything.
I'm going to argue that it would have been impossible for her to kill the girl because the police, who are athletically fit, could have engaged her in less than 5 seconds.
He could have tackled her. He could have tased her, hit her with
tased
rubber
her,
bullets.
Stabbed by
Rubber
that.
bullet.
She would have been stabbed by that. She was already in motion.